to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Here's Houdini. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Cousins, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one.
Here's Smart. Houdini, he's in at the point. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Bradley in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. And it's Pekovic missing. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Houdini. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Houdini's got 19 points.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Kicks to Cousins. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
No good from Houdini. For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to Chicago.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Dishes it to Smart. Second chance shot, and it's good. Smart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Celtics call timeout.
Now we get a chance to view the NBA's best setup men. LeBron James second.
You know, the best passers always know where everybody is on the floor, especially their teammates. And they've got it down to an art form as to how to get their teammates the ball.
Celtics making a switch here. McGary's checked in.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for James. Second in assists. And he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And, you know, going back to him being one of the top dime droppers in the league, it's his ability to control the pace of the game and his peripheral vision.
The Kings trail by 6. Smart with the ball. He's got 8. Screen by Jones. Now here's Smart. A rebound by Johnson.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Mickey's checked in for Boston. Pekovic with a screen. Smart wide open, he fires. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Smart's got 6 here in this quarter. McGary passes to Houdini. And the rejection by Cousins. Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. Over to the wing. And that's going to be a treble. Now, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Smart. There's the three. But they get it back. And Jones with the stuff.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets really lit it up. He dropped in a staggering amount of points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Robinson with the block. And now Sacramento on the break. Smart leading the charge. And stolen by James. The shot's good from Houdini. Houdini's got 34.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pekovic with the screen for Smart. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
You look at what Smart has done so far. 10 points and 6 assists.
And with the ball in his hands, he's made terrific passes, but also when he's gotten to the line, he's been consistent as well.
Yeah, I like that combination, guys. I mean, going to make your coach happy when you're getting it done in those areas, taking care of the ball, finding your teammates, and then knocking down free throws. Those are winning things.
Sarge is checked in for Avery Bradley. A minute 42 left to play here in the half. Corner shot. The rebound by the Celtics. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they could have won that game.
Look at that.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Courtesy of Kia.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Lets it go from 11. Can't get it to go. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup. To take on Houston. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. The shot's good from Houdini.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Three-pointer. The shot no good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Now here's Smart. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 5.
I really hope he doesn't try that move again. It worked the one time, but he's not the guy to be working across it.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So we've reached the end of the...
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Sacramento, Jones is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's McCray. Then there's Smart. Screen by Cousins. Now here's Smart. Defense right on him. Jones, the pass to McCray. Shot clock at 6. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Covered by LeBron. Jared Sullinger pulls it in. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Bradley. That's good. Bradley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
You can see the emphasis is to get out and run.
Now here's Smart, guarded closely. It's stolen by Johnson. Jones against James. That's good. LeBron's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this 3rd quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Celtics have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. The first free throw is good.
Come on, let's go. Keep it going, keep it going.
Will be at the line shooting 2.
Both free throws good from Houdini. The Kings trail by 15. Now Smart. He's got 16 to halt the run. And Boston with the rebound. Houdini's got his... Oh, my! How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just
How in
saw
the
right
world?